question that has been asked around for many decades is, should parents allow their children to play football? And the personal answer for me is yes. Now, that might be a little biased because I'm a football player, but there's a couple reasons why I think that way, and I'm going to touch up on it. Now, many parents are robbing their children of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity with the opportunity to play football. Football, there's so many great aspects. Parents, they're so quick to jump to the negative conclusions of concussions, injuries, and while that is a part of the game, there's so much more to it. So much more. Now, one of the best, how do I say, it's like a pro of playing football is the shape you get in, physically active, you build muscle. We look right here, these are some NFL athletes and some of the most in shape human beings on earth. That's not even a question. And in a country where the obesity levels are rising by the decade and just spiking up, football is one of the, many activities that these children in today's youth can use to stay in shape. And, I also can personally attest to it establishes a desire to better yourself, better your body. You know what I mean? You play football, you see that change in your body, and then you start to strive towards it. You build good habits. But there's many other benefits outside of just the physical ones. Another one being is football is one of the best ways to teach, teamwork and communication skills. Football is a team sport, in and out. If you're a selfish player, it's just not going to work. All 11 people have to be working together on that field for the play to work right. It teaches good sportsmanship, companionship, but it also teaches kids how to put themselves second, how to put the team before them. If you're just trying to play football for yourself, you might have a good stats, but at the end of the day, you're not going to win, and we all want to win. That's the goal in football, right? I hate losing, and I know many people hate losing as well. But these kids in an era where it's almost cool to showboat and be cocky, football is one of a great way to still have fun and express yourself, but also establish good sportsmanship that can be carried on through the rest of your life. Another reason is it's a major confidence builder, and I'm gonna use myself as an example. When I was little, I used to be chubby. I used to be on the bigger side, and football, as I mentioned earlier, it kind of helped tone me out and give me a new sense of confidence. And this confidence not only is very key at this point of your life, but that confidence that's established at such a young age, it carries on. You carry that. It's not a cockiness, but you carry yourself differently, and you almost think that you walk into something knowing, okay, this is me. This is me. I'm not scared to be me. I'm proud of who I am, and that's one of the big things, one of the big benefits of football, and honestly, in my opinion, probably the biggest one. Besides, the relationships you build. And that's another point I want to touch up on, the relationships you build. Some of my best friends, if not all of them, I met through or connected to football one way or another. And these are bonds that will last for a lifetime. And I have no doubt, I got buddies that are in college that I played with that I still talk to daily. And, it's a lifelong bond that even when you're, in your 80s, that you can still reminisce about. And football not only opens up, opportunities, but it opens up career paths. Whether you want to continue playing football as a sport, there's many ways to still be connected. Like myself, I don't plan on playing football when I get older, but I want to be connected to the sport, whether that be coaching, something in the front office, even in equipment, like a equipment staff. I just love the sport, and I feel like kids that play and start young, they're also going to find that love for the sport that me and millions of other people have found. So, with all being said, taking the negatives, the concussions, the injuries, a lot of times the drama and the mental and physical stress that can come with football, I feel like that's still outweighed by the pros. There's thousands more than just the three I listed, but I feel like in my heart, those three are some of, if not the most significant ones. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's not my job to say whether a parent should allow their kids or not, but I personally feel as if you don't allow your children to play football, you're doing them a misjustice, you know. You're not allowing them to find something that they could love and want to pursue, you know. I mean, a wise man said if you have a job that you enjoy, you'll never work a day in your life. And I mean, for many people, you know, football and you know, pursuing that route, whether it's playing or just being involved, I feel like that's a great way to, you know, approach that. Great way to approach that. But as I said, it's not my role to say whether a parent should allow their kids, but you know, you just got to take in mind the positives before you think of the negatives. And I feel like in today's society, football is so frowned upon because of all the injuries, and you know, guys like Damar Hamlin, if you know about that, these injuries that are very scary and sometimes life-threatening, but the rarity of this, you know, there's the probability of it happening is so little that I think you have to, in a way, take that risk, but I wouldn't even consider it a risk. But with that being said, I believe that parents should allow their kids to play football.